Right, so this is going to be part 3 of conditions that may be associated with ADHD. So this question came in overnight and it's perfect because both Crohn's and MS are autoimmune diseases. So an autoimmune disease is a disease that kicks in your own immune response to something within your own body. So something that isn't a disease or, isn't in pain. It just directs your immune things to go over and attack it if there's nothing wrong. For Crohn's, if, for example, your immune system will attack a specific part of your bowel even though there's nothing wrong with it. The idea about why those are related to ADHD is something to do with having this sort of excess of an immune reaction does something to the brain that means it just sort of distorts its function. I found this absolutely fascinating article in Multiple Sclerosis News today, and it says maternal multiple sclerosis was associated with 80% higher odds of ADHD in children. I mean, that's bonkers. So if your mother has has multiple sclerosis, the chances of her offspring having ADHD are increased by 80%. So here it says, researchers suggested that abnormal exposure of the fetus to immune molecules produced by the mother may affect fetal brain development. Subsequently, this exaggerated inflammatory response could harm the developing brain. And here's the last interesting bit, which relates to how these conditions, if you have them as an adult, affect you with ADHD. So inflammatory mechanisms are believed to play a role in the pathogenesis, which means the sort of the creation of or the process by which something comes into being. So the pathogenesis of psychiatric disorders such as schizophrenia, autism and similar mechanisms may be relevant for the development of ADHD. I also found this article that was from the Daily Mail, but is quoting something published in the Journal of American Medical Association's Pediatrics. And this says the higher risk applied to a number of conditions such as depression, anxiety, eating disorders, personality disorders, ADHD and autism spectrum disorder. And that is speaking about Crohn's disease and ulcerative colitis, which are inflammatory bowel diseases. This is fascinating, the idea that our own bodies could be working against us in terms of developing something like ADHD. I think from what I've read, there could be many contributing factors. Autoimmune things, diet, your surroundings, trauma, etc., genetics. Just to say, I am not a doctor. I've just been doing lots and lots of research and I find it very interesting. If I've made any mistakes, let me know. Please correct me. And if you have anything to add, drop me a comment. If that was useful, if you can relate to that, also drop me a comment. Take care. Bye.